What it do? What it do? It's your boy OG Bamm, man. What it do? What it do? What it do? Tell me what it do. Hey, it's a rainy Tuesday. Happy birthday to my little sister Tanya. Man, girl, I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. Shouts out to Kev Mac, the Mac Heads, and the Maniacs. Hey, OG Gangster, my little big homie. Cynthia Nunn, FG Unleashed. Hey. What it do? What it do? What it do? Y'all get on up in here, man. Get up in here, man. Let's make it pop today, man. Let's make it pop. Let's make it pop, man. It been kind of slow on your boy, man. Been a rough day, man. We want to do something, started raining, but my niece and we're gonna do a Zoom party for my sister tonight, man. I'm gonna be up in that thing. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. It's been kind of difficult, man. My little sister was like my best friend, man. That girl, watch this, man. No matter what, man, my little sister would not turn on her brothers, man. She supported her brothers and she spoke her mind, told us how she felt like my mama used to do, man. I miss you, tiny girl. You're 61 today, man. That was my girl with her sexy chocolate self, man. That was my little sister, man. I miss her, man. She got 3 beautiful daughters, man. And a host of wonderful, intelligent, smart little grandkids, man. Her youngest grandchild, my little great niece. Man, I wish that girl could have met her grandmother, man. Hey, look at here, but I know my sister watching down from heaven for a big baby. What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? I had to go loud to make myself not crying today, y'all. I've been crying. I've been off and on with tears out my eyes, man. It's been real hard, real rough on me today, man. Real hard on me, man. Real hard on me. But other than that, I'm okay, man. I'm okay. Ain't got no complaints. I woke up this morning, so there's no need in complaining. But what type of life we trying to give ourselves? I got one person up in here, 2 people in here, but just my partner that tapped in. So I know it's raining out there where you at in Indiana, man. I know it's raining out there, man. I know it's raining. Got 6 people up in here, man. It's a Tuesday, a rainy Tuesday, man. Say a rainy night in Georgia. No, it's a rainy day in LA. So y'all come on, man. Throw some Tuesday afternoons questions at me. Let's make it pop. Let's make it pop. I was on Kev Mac for a hot second last night. Enjoyed myself with my homie, man. As always, whenever I can get on that Kev Mac live stream, man, it's an awesome experience with me. You know what I mean? But hey, y'all get on up in here, man. Let's make it do what it do. We had 6 people, 2 people tapped out. We got 1 person in here. So that means there's 3 spies up in here, right? But I'm here to share some things with y'all today, man. Some things that I was sharing on Kev Mac last night. I don't understand some of these podcasts that like throwing gasoline on the fire to erupt a fire. That like putting shit out. They don't know if it's true or if it's a lie. If it's a lie or if it's true, right? But they love putting other things out, saying what somebody else said about somebody. Some of these podcasts, man, it's not for peace in the black communities, nor is they for black unity. They like to cause division amongst the black race. They want to see us going at each other. They might not admit to it, but they want to see us going at each other. Should we point fingers at these cowards for the coward ass maneuvers that they be trying to do on YouTube? Yes, we should. Should we put our feet on their neck and demand respect? Yes, we should. You understand what I'm saying? Yet they got the audacity when a brother like me get on here and say, I want to uplift my race and be about positive things in the black community. They call me a racist. No, the racists expose themselves each and every day. And the messed up part about it is that we got brothers that think it's cool to get on these dude podcasts and get these dudes shouts out. What's up, New Wade? That's the nephew. That's my nephew, man. Happy birthday. I'm telling you, man, I got tears in my eyes based on my homie. My nephew just tapped in. Today is a real difficult day, man. Front Hood is built on family, man. And when your family day one, we love each other in Front Hood, man. I don't care what nobody say, man. If you ain't from Front Hood, you couldn't imagine the experience of love that we have for each other. It's a rough day, man. I see my little niece post something on Facebook. Say she a Slater Black baby, right? Showing how her mama walking down 133rd when my little niece was about 6, 7 years old, right? I love where I came from. My hood is some of my biggest strength. Wasn't for Front Hood, there wouldn't be no Bamm, man. Trust and believe that my hood gave me a lot of strength and a lot of courage to be the man that I am today. Right? My hood helped me get on the positive platform. Helped me to get stories looking at life different. You understand what I'm saying? Oh man, it's kind of rough for me, y'all. So bear with me, man. I love where I'm from, man. Today I just represent the F in a positive way. I'm trying to give back. And this is what it's all about, man. Black men and women. Thank you. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. We got to start doing better than what we're doing, man. If you're a black man and you got kids, out the kindness of my heart, man, and come directly, and I'm sincere when I say this. Be about your kids, man. Don't be about nothing else. Give your kids 131%. Don't get a hood as much percentage. Don't give your hood more than you give your kids, man. That's why I love my homies so much, man. Their kids went to college, graduated from college, so my homies is showing me that people know that we know how to turn our lives around and be positive examples and positive role models and lead with positive examples in our kids' life. Because watch this, we didn't did everything a gang member can do. What more can a gang member do except change his life? What more can a gang member do besides the only thing he got left to do is to change his life? He'd have been to the penitentiary. He ain't got to go to the cemetery like some of the other homies. See, some of the other homies wasn't offered the gift of prison. They were just offered death. And that's not a cool outcome, man. Listen to me, man. I don't care what nobody say, man. In a roundabout way, I'm telling y'all the real on this, man. Prison saved my life. If I wouldn't have been in prison, man, I could have been a victim of anybody drive-by. I never experienced a drive-by in my life. Yet I lost homies to drive-bys. I lost people that knew people that got lost their lives to drive-bys. We got to do better than what we're doing. Wolf is in the house. Mary Knox in the house. Twisted Main in the house. Shug in the house. What it do today? What it do, man? What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? I'm trying to lift my spirits up, man. I'm gonna keep you 100. So y'all might have to have patience with you. Might have to throw these questions at me. Is it true? Triple OG. Here we go, man. Hey, brother. Today is not the day. Twisted Biscuit, whatever the fuck you want to call your name, man. Today is not the day, dude. Today is not the day. Triple OG is just like you. He's a coward hiding behind a fake account. The only thing y'all gonna run up on is yourself. And you probably run away from yourself when you look in the mirror. Because that's the type of cowards you dudes are. So please don't tap in here today with the drama, man. It's not meant for the day. Today is not cool for the drama, man. Clee, what it do? What it do? Clee, what it do? What it do? Today, I'm not for the drama, man. But if you come up here with this nonsense, I'm gonna address it. So please, man, tap out somewhere else with your drama, man. Tap out with go watch this. Go play with your kids, man. Twisted, go play with your kids, man. Go play with your kids, dude. Because I'm not your child. Today is not the day for your little idiotic ass games. Don't know what nobody want to. People get tired of you trolls coming up here with this bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? You dudes is like little bros, man. You dudes is worse than the kids. You dudes don't even know. You dudes act like real kids, man. Get on some grown man shit. You feel me? Today is not the day, man. I wouldn't give a fuck whatever rumor you putting on here, dude. The rumor is this. And this is not a rumor. This is a true fact. That you, Twister, whatever the fuck, however the fuck you say your name, excuse me to the front lines, however the fuck you say your name, man. You, Triple OG, and the rest of you dudes can eat a black man's dick. You feel what I'm saying? Just leave me the fuck alone today, man. I don't want to be bothered with it, man. Trust and believe that, man. You take that kid shit, go play that shit with somebody else. Go play with your people. But stop tapping into my show with your bullshit, man. Because today is not the day. Today is really not the day, dude. You are a disrespectful ass motherfucker. Don't even know how to identify yourself. You have to say it again, Vito. That's just what they doing. They hide behind fake ass computers and fake accounts because they scared to identify themselves. You're a coward, man. And that's what cowards do. Come from out the shadows and expose who you are. You feel what I'm saying? Stop playing these games. Because today, man, I'm not in the mood to play your games, and nor want to hear your troll shit. So please, man, get up off my line with that bullshit, man. You, Triple OG, and whoever else part of your little racial ass clan. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody got time for you dudes. Go tap into them PC motherfuckers, them S and Y dudes, your people. Talk about your people. Don't get on my line with that bullshit. I'm not talking about you people. I'm not going out my way to harass you people. I'm trying to help eliminate some positiveness in my community. And all you people want to do is come with some bullshit. Get off my channel with that shit, man. Delete yourself. Delete yourself. You stupid man, these people is crazy, man. It's not a yard, we don't drop out, we drop in. Get off the yard. Say it again, Snoopy Mac. Today ain't the day, man. Today ain't the day. Watch this, man. Excuse me to my chat. Excuse me to the frontliners. Hey, man, back to what I was saying, man. I admire any young black man that take care of their kids and is a positive role model in their kids' life, man. And eliminated themselves from the bullshit, that dedicates their life to the real shit now instead to the bullshit. Far too long has the black man, talking about myself, I've dedicated my life to a whole lot of bullshit, man. To a whole lot of bullshit, man. And today, my life is not on that page. I'm not on that page, man. I'm trying to be a positive role model in the black community. I'm trying to be a positive role model in the front hood. I'm trying to I just want things to be right. Salute Compton OG Bamm from the LB East Side. East Side. Nothing more, nothing less. Thank you, Daryl Jenkins. But I'm going to tell y'all today, man, trolls come at me today, man. I'm going to respond because although I'm happy, don't get me wrong, man, I'm happy, but you know, sometimes you can sit back and look at pictures, man. Today, my little sister's birthday. She's 61 years old. Shit, I wish I could be with my sister. I wish she can be here for me and her can kick it. You know what I mean? We can kick it. I can see my sister pulling up in front of her, looking at Wayne. Them trying to see if she can catch Wayne. Them say, "Get me something. Y'all got to buy me an outfit or something." You know what I mean? That's all the trolls. That's all the trolls you'll get, man. Thank you, Cleve. Thank you, man. But listen to me, man. My life is good, man. I'm gonna stay focused. I'm gonna stay positive. But I'm telling y'all now, if the troll get up in here, I'm gonna eat his ass up today. I'm gonna talk about him so bad he ain't gonna want to be a troll in nobody else's show. Rest easy, little sister. That's what I'm talking about, man. But check this out, man. We got to come together, man. Because these people and the cold part, it ain't just brothers doing this. The majority of the people is trying to attack the blacks on YouTube and put out this not put out shit. I'm really talking about this top media dude. Whoever top media, whoever own it or whatever. Stop feeding into that. Somebody sent me a clip in this morning, right? And they was talking about the Raymonds. And man, that shit ain't cool, man. You dudes want to investigate on people. Be careful what you're doing because you might be putting yourself in harm's way when you think you're doing some good journalism. You're really doing yourself a disfavor, man. Just take heed to what I'm trying to tell you, man. Certain things is not to be exposed on a social media platform. And you dudes is going overboard. What the fuck y'all doing? You understand what I'm saying? OG Bamm, fuck them trolls. I'm here for knowledgeable content, not for you clowns to be trying to bring down the platform. Thank you. See Loke up here, Bam. I used to be married to the streets. What I recognize as a man while doing time is it costs too much to be a criminal. I had to have a long talk with the man in the mirror while in the feds. I changed. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Listen to me, man. I became a man inside of prison at the age of 50. It's just like you, I had to take a good look in the man in the mirror, man, and start having conversations with myself. And it costs too much to be in them streets, being married to them streets, man. I had to divorce them streets, man. Because the only thing gonna come out that divorce would be death or the penitentiary. And I'm tired of being anybody get penitentiary, man. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you, Marty Wiggins. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Check out. Today is the 14th, man. We got 11 more days for this for my sit down. I need 5 people to enter that raffle. You know what the contribution is towards the raffle, man. Also, I'm trying to get some fresh t-shirts made too, man. You know, I had to have my boy Cleek hit me on the t-shirt thing. 70 years old and the gang activist. Stop it, bro. Say 70 years old and a gang activist. Stop it, bro. Imagine that. Nah, watch this, man. I don't care how old you is, you can still be a gang activist. You understand what I'm saying? Stop it, bro. No, man, that's what we need. We need people to talk about the games for the kids who become gang members. That's what we need. So you never got caught in a drive-by. I know you went through your own wars, but I'm glad that was one you missed. Terrifying time, man. Say it again, man. I ain't never experienced a drive-by in my life. I mean, one time. Watch this. Now, I wasn't. I was in a spot, right? I was in a spot, and somebody got the bus. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, the house is a wooden house, so the house we was in was wood, right? Motherfuckers just still sitting down. I laid down on the motherfucking floor. They said, "What you doing?" I said, "Man, I don't want one bullets come through here and hit me, right?" We get out, I come out the house, I run out the house. And I had a pistol, I run out the house. I look down the street, seeing what happened. Come to find out a dude down the street has did something to somebody's sister. And this dude, they came back, busting, shooting up in the air, right? But I never been experienced of a drive-by. Never, ever have I ever did a drive-by. When I started gang bang, wasn't no such thing as a drive-by. Either it was a walk-up or it wasn't nothing. And then you can bet believe this. In my era, man, a whole lot of kids wasn't getting shot by straight bullets. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of kids wasn't. I ain't trying to brag about that, but it just wasn't going on. But I can tell you this. If you try to drive-bys, if you try to gang violence, if you try to your neighborhood looking all fucked up, all you got to do is say, let's take a stance and let's say we tired of it and let's take our community back. See, this is what we got to learn how to do in the Black community. We got to say it's enough, and we want our community back, and we can get it back. Trust and believe that, man. Trust and believe that. Whoever followed the Black Panther Party, when the Black Panther Party created themselves, they policed their own community. The police was afraid of them. They policed their own community. They eliminated some of the violence that was going on. And this is what we must do to make it safer for the kids. People act like the kids isn't what matters, but the kids is what matters, man. Without the kids, life has no meaning. Without the kids, if you don't have no kids, you don't have no meaning towards life. You got to have a purpose. My purpose is to make it safer for the kids in the inner city. I don't care what color the child is. Let's just make it safe in the community that we grew up in. Let's make it safe in the communities that we helped destroy. It's time to give back. We're obligated to give back and make it better. I don't care what nobody say, man. Bottom line. When I heard these 3 news stations calling LA the home of the drive-by, I felt such disappointment. But that association came to people's minds, just hit me. Say it again, man. Watch this. When it comes to LA, man, when a person hear anything about LA, Compton, first thing come to mind, I don't want to go there. You feel me? I don't want to go there. I don't want to do that. What's up? Tapping in on my break. Good afternoon. What's up, David Perez? How you living, brother? How you living today? But I'm just here to tell you, man, I'm not a product of my environment. My environment is a product of me. I played a major role in the destruction in Black communities. I never went in the white community, did nothing. I ain't never took no money out the white community. I never did none of that shit. Everything I did fucked up was did in the Black community. Ain't that goddamn shame? I'm telling you, I was a Ku Klux Klanman in a black body. That's what it was. What advice would you give a Conrad if the board told him to go to the S&Y yard, get out the shoe and get a date? My advice, watch this, man. I know a few dudes, reputable dudes, that was in the pen with me. I had a Damu dude. Now, I ain't just watch this. I ain't going to say the title he was. I had a brother, man, go to the board. When he came back, he slid me his phone with a kite. He said, man, get his phone to my people, right? Because they wondering what's going on. It's about 40 minutes later, the police coming here. If you can't walk a mile in them dudes' shoes, you can't answer their questions. Some of them people then lost everything they felt they loved and loved them while they was inside of prison. And they know representing the hood and stand on that main line, it's not going to get them freedom. Now, do I respect what them brothers do? Listen to this one, Wolf. I respect the man out taming his freedom as long as he ain't snitching or ran off on nobody. When I do that, it's easy for me to say I won't do that because that opportunity wasn't presented to me. So I don't know what I'd do because that opportunity was never presented to me to go over there. But watch this. I knew if I could continue fucking up in prison, I wouldn't have got a date myself, even though I had a date. I knew if I kept fucking up and kept getting right to the teens, I was going to either max out or do the majority of my time. I went past my minimum release date, I was heading to my maximum release date where I couldn't lose no more time. So I commend them brothers. Listen to me, y'all. Them brothers who ain't got no smut on the board say, man, you been down 38 years, 37 years, 35 years, almost 40-something years, and you want to show us you don't go gang bang, go on that ass and why you're. I commend them brothers for having enough heart to say, you know what, man, I finally decided to think about me and don't think about nobody else. Because that's what they doing. When they do that, they say, man, I'm thinking about me. I don't care about your opinion of me. I'm taking my ass over here if I can get a date. I ain't snitching on nobody. I ain't debriefing. The board just said, man, we're not giving you a date unless you go over there and prove to us that you're not a gang member. So I commend them for the heart that they have to say that I'm finally willing to think about me and regardless of whatever people got to say, fuck their opinion of me. So I commend brothers like that, man. But that's the only way I could answer that. I don't encourage people to do that, but I commend a man that takes control of his life and his destiny. I commend a man that have enough courage and heart to say, man, I'm tired of trying to impress him by everybody else. It's time for me to impress myself. Now, you think he give a fuck about your opinion, a person's opinion of him, because he running over there? First off, he doing this. He said, I ain't snitching on nobody. I ain't dropping out. These white folks said, man, if I want to come home, this is what I got to do. So he said, check it out, man. Hey, he submitted. He submitted to his will, to not nobody else's will, to his own will. He's tired of being in prison. Don't no man like being in prison. Don't no man like being in prison. You understand what I'm saying? This the cold part. You got to mess with why motherfuckers can't get a date. So they asked them gangbangers, hey man, if you ain't gangbanging, take your ass over there. Now some dudes didn't do it, but I know a few dudes that did it, man. And each one I know that went over there, they got a date. And they're on the streets. I understand helping the kids, help them by doing what I'm asking, not disrespecting, but what I'm asking. And what are you asking, Brown Nose? Let me see what you're asking, because I didn't catch it. Hey man, what are some steps to getting the black community back on the right track? Steps to getting the black community on the right track is this. We got to start thinking about each other. We got to stop doing things to try to impress other people. We got to stop bickering with one another, man. We got to learn how to love each other. You feel me? How do I help the kids? So how do I help the kids? How do you help the kids become a mentor in the kids' lives in your community, as well as outside of your community? If I misread your comment, excuse me. Right? But watch this, man. We got to start calling people on their bullshit, man. And I'm talking about the people on their bullshit. I'm talking about these rappers, these NBA players, these baseball players, these basketball players, these actors and actresses. We got to make them donate to the communities, man. We need to teach kids trades out here. We got to get these kids something to do. We got to get these kids something to do, man. We got to get these kids something to do. We need youth centers in our communities. Now we got boys clubs, and Denzel Washington used to be a major contributor towards the boys clubs in the communities. We got to build youth centers. We got to get at the gang interventions and say, man, we got people like Bamm that's willing to go inside of the communities and go inside of these schools and talk to people. I'm telling you, man, last week somebody reached out to me like they finna let me be a part of the gang intervention. I'm willing to go get the boots, buy the shirts and everything to do what I need to do, right? And I'm telling you, you ain't even got to pay me. Just let me be able to talk to the kids. That's why I'm so proud about the 25th of this month for my inner city youth sit down. I'm finally finna just sit down in front of these kids and pop it. And I ain't finna sugarcoat it to these kids. I'm gonna give it to these kids real. See, that's the problem too, man. Our kids know that we're out here on this gang shit. They know what their uncles and big brothers and fathers them doing, but we come around them, we want to make it look like that ain't what we doing. No, man. Your child know you ain't got no motherfucking job, so I obviously think he know how you getting that money. Kids are smarter than grown folks, man. This the cold thing. We can learn from the kids. The kids get along well in school. It's the grown people who don't get along. It's not the kids. It's not the kids. It's the grown people who don't get along. The kids get along. So just imagine yourself, your son or your daughter bringing a friend over their house. You're an active gang member, and their parents is their father's an active gang member. And you ask your daughter or son one day, what happened to your friend? I haven't seen him. Then he show up and say, why you haven't been over? Oh, I lost my father. He got shot. And just imagine it was your hood that did the shooting. And if that child is telling you what happened, figure some shit out. That child and your child become enemies. Don't you see what we doing? We creating wars within kids. Where kids will become automatic enemies. We got to eliminate that type of behavior inside of the Black community. What I love about Bamm is that this man is incapable of speaking nonsense, even when it's hard to take. He takes the stand for right. Hey, watch this, man. I got to, man. I have no choice in the matter. I'm 62 years old. I'll be 63 in November, man. Listen to me, man. I've contributed my life. 85% of my life has been contributed to bullshit. I'm trying to get the rest of it right, man. I redeemed myself. I made amends with people. I know what it feels like to kill people. I know what it feels like to take a life. I know what that feels. I know what it feels like for a judge to say you got life and you might not never get a release date. Oh man, you know how the blessing it was for me to get an appeal bond and be able to come back on an automatic reversal on appeal. I mean, come on, man. I know what it feels like. You feel me? Exposure determining destiny. Please believe it. Say it again, brother. I know how I feel, man. You go to when everybody in the building go to sleep and the lights out, you crying in your motherfucking cell. You begging God, God, please let me come home. God, please, God, please this. I know what it feels like to beg God while you praying and you lying to him at the same time. Please, God, let me get this. Let me get my freedom. I won't do this. I won't do this no more. I know what that feels like. I experienced that. You know how many times every time I go to jail, man, I used to pray, God, let me out this time. I'm going to get my life together. I'm going to stop being a fuck up. As soon as my 10 toes hit freedom soil, I'm back doing that same old bullshit that I used to do. Want to hurry up and try to chase the bag. Then I become a victim of drugs. Then I become the victim of trying to pressure motherfuckers. I resort to what I know how to do. Calling myself being that ultimate gangster. Let me ride around and roll every day with a pistol. Let me take. I don't take no more. I don't have to roll with a gun no more. I might have guns, but I don't need to roll with guns. My guns is to protect my household, not to go protect the community no more. And this is what we got to learn, man. That it's on us to make our community better. If the kids ain't what matters, I don't know what else matters. But I'm telling you, the kids is what matters, and grown folks can learn from kids because kids know how to get along. I was just watching something on TikTok. This young Hispanic kid in Santa Ana called this little black girl out of the argument every turn. Now, where you think that child got that from? That child got that from in the household. Got it from within his own household. Racism, prejudice, it comes from within the house. It don't come from prison. It don't come from your community. It start in your house. It start in your house. My whole family is from the South. My parents and uncles and grandparents are from the South. But they ain't never teach me, my brothers, sisters, none of my cousins to hate no white men. I don't hate white people today. I just dislike what white people done to black folks. I'm entitled to dislike, but I ain't entitled to hate. Hating what I ain't never loved is too much energy for me to waste on. You feel what I'm saying? I hate one thing, man, that's liberty. I'm prejudiced against one thing too. That's the police. I don't give a fuck what color that police is. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, at one time, I hated black folks so much that I was doing more harm to my own people than I did to anybody else in America. Them the only people I was ever my victims. It was so much self-hatred in myself. Because I ain't know how to love myself. So how could I love somebody else? That's what black folks got to learn how to do. We got to learn how to love one another. You got to learn how to love yourself in order to love somebody else. And that's a true point. I ain't trying to throw loves and talk about my people. I'm just keeping it 100. Man, goddamn, man, this ain't no third world country. Why should a person feel unsafe walking out this door going to work, or the child feel unsafe going to school? You understand what I'm saying? But I know people that get their kids Uber to lift to school. Or they'll leave their job and come home and take their kids to school or have somebody else in their family go take my child to school, pick my child up. Because it's unsafe for them to walk home. It's unsafe for them to be on the bus. Because you got mental ill patients. You got these druggies on the bus disrespecting kids. Man, black community got to wake up, man. Black community got to wake up. I don't care what nobody say, man. We must do better than what we're doing, man. Yvonne, how you doing, Yvonne? How you doing? How you doing, Yvonne? How you doing? How you doing? Blade up in this joint. We got to must do better than what we're doing, man. And if people can't seem to get that, it's a problem. Now, if you don't love your kids, let the world know you don't love your kids. If you don't want to raise your kids, trust and believe them streets will, right? But I'm trying to have create a movement where we can have youth centers in the community. We can teach kids some trades, teach them how to paint, teach them how to lay tile, teach them political science. You understand what I'm saying? It's about each one teach one. That's how we surpass and bypass all the bullshit. That's true. We bypass another race in the marble as soon as we see our own. It's on. It's a 10. Say it again, man. Say it again, brother. Say it again, man. And people don't see that. And there are some mentally ill people that do need help, and sometimes they're in the hood and we need more tools to help them. Say it again, man. Say it again. Hey, watch this, man. That's our damn problem. We'd rather bicker with each other than help each other. We'd rather tear each other down than lift each other up. I'm not in the business or in the business of subscribing to tearing another brother or a woman down, black person down. I'm in the business of uplifting black people. Because whether people want to believe it or not, I might have learned a lot when I was in the penitentiary. But it's the black people that's struggling and took losses in this game that didn't have to take them losses. It's what motivates me. It want to turn my life around. It want to make me give back to the community. I feel obligated and responsible for some of the shit that transpired negative in the community. So we ain't all come from broken homes, but we all came from a broken motherfucking neighborhood. So when I grew up, man, you didn't even have to lock your back door. It was safe to leave your door unlocked. You think it's safe now to leave your door unlocked? How many of y'all grew up in the neighborhood, man, and your family members didn't have no bars and shit on their house? And you've been gone 10 to 15 years, you come home, you see bars on your parents' house. It's because the neighborhood ain't safe no more. When I was growing up, we knew what house you can break in the neighborhood, what house you couldn't break up in. We knew what house. Watch this, man. I ain't never hung in front of my homeboy baby mama house. I ain't never hung in front of Scrap mama house, June mama house, Boss Man mama house, DK mama. I ain't never hung BJ in front of BJ and them mama house. Guess why? Because they didn't allow us to do this. We was allowed to be inside of the house because we was respectful young men. Or we hung in the backyard. We wasn't rowdy. We didn't shoot dice in front of our homeboy's mama house. We didn't post up and let our enemy know this is where a homie live and we finna put this house in harm's way. When you posting up in front of your grandmama's and them house, and all you doing is shooting dice and selling narcotics, there ain't nothing but a gang of Crips, a gang of Bloods in front of that house, and it's a drive-by happen. Guess whose house gets shot? Your grandparents' house or your mother's house. So I have enough respect for them to say, let's not hang out in front of my mama's house. If you got a backyard, go in the backyard. If you can't do something at your house, you out of pocket, go to somebody else's parents' house and do it. If you can't do it at your mom and daddy house, don't go to somebody else's parents' mom and house and do it. That's how I was taught, and that's how I was raised, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I was taught, and that's how I was raised. And this is what we got to start instilling in the community. Half of these dudes claiming these neighborhoods they never lived in their neighborhood that they claiming. They just claiming it. But is they willing to take you to where they live at and say, let's write on the walls? Let's post up in front of somebody's house and shoot dice. Let's post up and serve some dope. Hell no. That's why they like coming to the neighborhood. They say this is what they're allowed in the neighborhood. No, that ain't what we allow. Who told you that? We ain't got to allow that type of behavior in our community. We ain't got to do that no more, man. What's up, Ronald Green? How you living, brother? When I think back about how many of my homies was involved in the guerrilla wars of the late 70s to the 80s, I think, damn. Maybe they had shell shot and needed medical treatment for what they saw. You ain't lying, brother. Leaving your door unlocked. Bam, I was moving through the hood. I didn't leave my jacket unzipped. Listen to me, man. When I came up as a kid, used to leave your door unlocked. My homie baby mama, man, Madea used to have the back door was unlocked to her house, man. Then nobody ever went in that house because it was safe then, man. You know, it was gangs. We still respected the community. We respected each other's parents. Some of these young gang members don't even respect their homies' parents, man. How you gonna respect one of your homies' parents if the parents on drugs, you giving them the drugs? That ain't respecting your homie. They ain't respecting your homeboy, man. They ain't respecting your homie. That's disrespecting your homie. How you gonna give your hood 100% and give your kids 80%? That's being a deadbeat dad. You feel me? That's being a deadbeat dad. How you doing, Cynthia? Got my sister up in here, the Queen of Compton, y'all. Hey. But listen to me, man. We used to leave our doors unlocked. Now it's unsafe. Watch this, man. Whenever you got black people, black gang members that turned their life around, and they trying to do something positive in the community, every motherfucker from that neighborhood supposed to be on board. And the only ones that shouldn't be on board is the ones that didn't like you, ain't never liked you. But if they see you trying to do something positive, they supposed to get on board with you and break their neck to be a participant, whatever you're trying to do that's good for the community. Because if you say you love your hood, why you don't want to be a part of something that's positive for the community? Listen what I'm telling you, man. I got a call last night. I got to put some phone work in for my homie Red Eye Rick. And I'm going to put the work in. I'm going to call this young lady when I get off this live and make something happen for my partner. Because he reached out to me because he know I can make something happen. So I got to put the footwork in. It's all about each one, teach one, and each one giving back. Because you took a lot. You took a lot from your community. I don't know if you realize that, but you took a lot out your community. Your community gave you a lot of good shit. You gave your community a lot of bad shit. It's time to give your community some of that good energy that you're going to transmit. Come on, man. It's time to give your community some of that good shit. Transmit some of that good shit. Haven't we transmitted enough of the negative shit? It's time to build. It's not time to destroy no more, man. It's not time to destroy no more. Y'all can want to destroy all the shit you want to destroy. That's on y'all. That's on y'all. Y'all want to listen to these dudes like Top Media and all that? These niggas who ain't never gang bang. I don't even know if you're a black man. Somebody told me he might not even be black. But if y'all want to listen to them podcasters that send out the negative narratives out here on some people, that's on y'all. Them dudes ain't not for a movement of peace in the black community. Them dudes put out narratives on their shows to create some new form of gang shit and bring back some old shit. They rekindling some old ass shit to start some more gang violence in our own community. Why they don't have nothing, they so far away from the drama, they don't have a care in the world to worry about because they ain't on the front line of this shit. Hey, watch this, man. It's a whole lot of us ain't moved from the community. We still living in the community and willing to give back to the community. We're not on that negativity shit. We're on that positivity shit. And people need to embrace positivity. That negative shit, man, leads you to two places, death or the penitentiary. Or possibly, if you're blessed good enough, have a good day that day, God feel worthy that you deserve it, you might end up in the wheelchair. But listen to me, man. We got to learn how to love one another and lift each other up. We ain't got to always be bickering, tearing each other's down. And tell you, my sister up in there, ever since I went to Cynthia's place, and she told me, no, Bam, about Dr. Dre, I ain't gonna never speak nothing negative on Dr. Dre. I'm gonna represent Dr. Dre. Because I never knew he gave to the community until my sister Cynthia Nunn told me, hey, I got to commend a brother like that. She set me correct. She corrected me. So this is what we got to do. It's all about helping each other, man. It's all about it. Now, I know some of you niggas wasn't them tough gang banging ass niggas in the streets. You niggas them dress up Crips and them dress up blood niggas. You just looked good in some red shoes and some blue shoes. I know you niggas wasn't all that. But hey, you can be all this in a positive way. It don't take a whole lot of energy to be positive. It takes a whole lot of energy to create some negativity, man. It takes a whole lot of energy to create negativity, but it don't take a lot of energy to create positive shit. It's easy being positive. It's easy being positive, brother. It's easy to be positive. And this is what people got to get on, man, the being positive type of shit. We got, man, listen to me, man. I got a 61-year-old sister just turning 61 today. You know how bad I wish this woman was on earth for she could be in her grandkids' lives? She got a granddaughter. She ain't got nothing but grandson. She always wanted a little boy. Couldn't have one. Had my nephew since he was 8 months years old, since he lost his mama. Right? She finally get a granddaughter, and she ain't even being here with this girl. And this little girl looks so much like her daddy, but she can make her face look like her mama, my niece. And in one gesture, she can make her face look just like my little sister. She melts her uncle, her great uncle. I'm never going to put myself in harm's way where I got to know her from prison. I want her to know me from here because she melts me. She melts me, man. These people inspires me. Thank you, Cynthia. They inspire me to want to do better. Not just my family, man, my homies. And when I say my homies, I ain't talking about Keyways, man. I got Damu homies. I got non-affiliated homies. But we're all responsible for what must goes on in our community. We must create this movement called peace. Peace ain't a damn dream, it's a reality. We all know the cause of the problem. Why we don't know the solution to the problem? Why we playing like we don't know the goddamn solution? Why we acting so goddamn naive like we don't know the solution to the bullshit that goes on in the community? If we know who the cause of the problem, we damn sure got to know the solution to the problem. Come on, man. Let's make it make sense. Let's stop using our head for more than a hat rack, man. Let's stop using our heads for more than a hat rack. Come on, man. That goes to show you we need to stop judging and assuming on each other. Bam. Say it again, baby. Say it again. Listen to me, man. But we get these people, these other podcasters. I ain't throwing no names out there. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about, though. We get these people want to talk about old shit that was written in books. Now, y'all think that's a safe thing to do? Especially, watch this. He a motherfucker ain't a gang member. So why you always want to speak on gang shit? Hey, man, stop throwing salts on wounds, man. Because you got these youngsters that love where they from. So to belittle their neighborhood, to belittle one person, is belittling the community. This is what people need to understand. You might be talking about an individual, but you're also talking about his neighborhood. And that neighborhood will come out to play, to redeem his actions, to rectify his error. So please, stop trying to rile up these youngsters to going at each other again. We already got too much gang violence that we're trying to stop. Ain't you tired of going to black kids' funerals? Ain't you tired of wanting to go in your neighborhood and grab one of your homeboys, your homegirl's sons, man, because they grieving, you don't know what they might do? It wouldn't surprise you one day, man, if somebody lose their father or their mother in the black community, go to one of these goddamn schools and snap. In a minute, the black man gonna be extinct. We're gonna leave it to the sisters to raise kids and protect them, so be the providers and the protectors. No, that's unfair to the black woman. It's time for the black man to stop being a black male and be a black man. See, it ain't no black male shortage. It's a black man shortage. Please step to the plate. Be a grown-ass man. Stop being a little boy. Little boys gangbang. Grown men take care of their family. Get on your grown man tip. Get off that little boy tip, man. See, you watch this. You think you're on that grown man tip as soon as you get busted, you up in there like, I need to do that. God, please help me, God. No, hell no. Stand up and be a grown-ass man. Say, yeah, man, I'm willing to suffer my consequences. No, I don't even want to see you do that. I just want to see you say, man, let me change my life for the sake of my kids. I'm no longer what's important. I'm now a parent, and what's important in my life is no longer me, but it's my kids. I can no longer represent a neighborhood while I'm being a parent. I must represent my kids. My new gang is my son, my daughter, my grandson, my granddaughter, my niece, my nephew. That's my new gang. That's my new gang. Kids can bring us peace. All we have to do is follow the kids' lead. All we have to do is follow the kids' lead. How many of y'all kids come around if it's a family function, man, and you the black sheep of the family, you saw all fucked up on your gang tip or your hustling tip that the little kids in your family roll their eyes when they see you. They don't even want to speak to you. They be so excited when they come around family members. As soon as they see you, they got a frown on their face. That's a frown of sadness and fear. They're afraid of you based on your lifestyle. We got to change that narrative in the black community. We don't need our kids being afraid of us because of the lifestyle that we represent. But if you represent parenthood, they're going to keep a smile on their face. Come on, man, let's make it make sense, man. Let's make it make sense, man. Let's make it make sense. Please, let's make it make sense. Throw some questions at me, man. Throw some questions at me. Please throw some questions at me. If we help and have faith that we can help each other, our positivity good will start to come from. We hurt each other so much, and it's easy. It's hard to believe it's help out here. Say it again, Z. Say it again, man. See, that's the problem too, man. Check this out, man. Reggie can talk about whatever he want to talk about. I don't care about what he talk about, right? Watch this, man. If people allow themselves to be manipulated by what somebody else is saying, he the weak one. For a long time, I was the weak one because I was allowing what other people had to say to manipulate my actions. Watch this, man. I did something to a blood way before blood ever did something to me. Because I was manipulated and believing the nigga that wear a red rag was my enemy. Ain't no nigga in a red rag my enemy. I was manipulated into believing that. So it made me respond when I see red rags in a negative way. We got to stop allowing ourselves to be manipulated. This dude can't speak bad about no Compton Crips. He ain't no gang member. He ain't no blood or no clip. He was trying to be a gang banger. But I ain't got nothing negative to say about that man, nor nothing positive. Tell us about the corrupt ass police in the system, not just in Compton. Tell us about the corrupt police in the system on how they fucked over black brothers. Black police. That's what I want to know. Don't sit up and talk about black gang members all day. Shit. Tell us about how the black police was taking black gang members in the wrong neighborhoods, dropping them off or something can happen to them. Tell them about the black police that stand by while white police beat us and stump us to death. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I want to hear. Somebody sent me something the other day, say, man, watch this brother on TikTok. He's named soon 77 Police Department because they finally treated him like they was treating Bamm and the rest of my partners. Oh, you thought you was safe, nigga, because you was a police? When you ain't got that police uniform on, nigga, it's only one color they see, nigga, and that's black. Even when you're black, nigga, they see, in your police uniform, they see one thing, black. You understand what I'm saying? Let's call a ball and strike the strike, man. Let's stop biting into what these people on these other shows are saying about gang members. Because they're going to always have a negative opinion about gang members. Shit, I got a negative opinion about gang members. I used to be one, an active gang member. What can I say positive I did when I was active in gang banging? Oh, man, I bought the homie an outfit. Or I gave the homie a quarter piece, a couple of ounces. Oh, I had a low ride. I had a Cadillac. Or I was messing with this chick. That's the only thing positive I can say. I can't say, man, I ever went to somebody's house and say, is your lights gonna go off? Hey, here. When I was a gang member, I can't say, hey, man, let's get out in front of this house. I ain't never told nigga, let's go hang in front of my house. Niggas, when I was coming up, nigga, we ain't even let niggas hang on my street like that. My little homies brought that later on. When I came home and seen them niggas hanging on my street, I was like, oh, shit, the hood didn't change. But no, man, no. We too busy trying to tear each other down. We too busy listening to these people got their own podcasts, always trying to put this negative narrative out, either on key waves or down moves, and people feed into that negativity. It spread like wildflowers. It just spread. It ain't nothing but propaganda, man. YouTube is being used as a propaganda tool, man. Instead of being an enlightenment tool, it's being used to manipulate and create propaganda to have gang members going back at each other because they want to see the gang violence up. They want to see, watch this, man. They keep the police working. Ex-police, non-police, it keeps them working. It keeps them working. They get a chance to retire before getting charged with a crime so they can make sure they get their pension. Come on, man. Let's make it do what it do, man. What's good, OG Bamm, Macho Gacho? What it do, man? Story time's up in here. What it do, man? Compton PD threatened to drop us off in Fruits because of one of our child. Oh, watch this, man. They always was like that. I'm not a fan of the police, man. I don't support police in no form, shape, or fashion. My grandpa's first house was in Compton. Then the family moved to the west side in 1974. But a lot of the Compton police grew up in Compton. I ain't saying they bad police. I ain't saying they good police. I remember this police named Mason, man. Man, my mama lived on 131st and Grant. I caught my murderer, and they arrested me. You know what that man told me? He said, man, you and your brother gonna kill y'all mama and daddy. That man made me break down, man. Made me break down. First man ever took me to jail when I first got arrested, age 11 years old for a burglary, right? Because he knew I came from a good home, good parents, right? I had a jailer lived in my hood, John, one of my little brother baseball coaches, my cousin uncle. John was a jailer. So you ain't gonna never hear nobody say John was misuseful or disrespectful to him when he was a jailer in Compton. John used to talk to me. He said, man, you ain't tired of coming in this motherfucker? He said, because I don't appreciate you allowing me to fingerprint you. I don't pose to be fingerprinting somebody. I didn't baseball coach. And I understood what that man used to tell me when I went to Compton F True. That's what we used to call Compton police was called F True. The softest and the most incompetent police in LA. They became the motherfucking sheriffs and became more corrupt than ever. You understand what I'm saying? Suddenly the mayor, the ex-mayor, the sister had something to say when people was having these town halls meetings, talking about how the sheriffs was treating people. She wasn't in support of that. But as soon as they pull her over and her husband over with her child in the car, she got something to say. She say, oh, they pulled me over saying I fit the description of a drug dealer. She couldn't believe it. So when they was pulling me over, and I might tell you, when they say I fit the description of a gang member and a drug dealer, why is it impossible for you to believe that? Why is it hard for her to believe shit like that? Because I'm black just like you. Yep, I remember Mason called himself Red. Sure did, Cynthia, I'm telling you. Watch this, man. When I got busted for my house, when that man, he was the desk sergeant at the watch desk, he said, man, you and your little brother gonna kill y'all parents, man. That man made me break down. But I ain't never seen Red patrolling front hood harassing nobody in front of it. And if I'd have had a fucking record label, I sure wouldn't have been trying to get Red to work for me. I can't work with the police. I don't get out that kick. Now, I ain't, watch this, I ain't throwing no lugs at nobody. I'm just telling you the type of dude I am. I don't associate with the police, but every community police that was police in Compton back in the day, they grew up in these communities. Sneed used to live in front hood. On the front. A lot of my homies don't know that. I broke in his motherfucking house. And Sneed was the captain when they was the sheriffs. But Sneed lived on Wilmington. Listen to me, when they was F True. Sometimes police become police in the black community to show the black community become better than what it ever was. Some of them just got allowed themselves to be corrupted by some corrupted ass black and white politicians. You understand what I'm saying? So we the ones got to take over our own motherfucking community. We can police our own community, man. Police want confusion in the community. Because the confusion stopped, their jobs are getting, it's no longer difficult. They don't have nothing to do. You understand what I'm saying? But we can take over our own community. We can take over our own community, man. And people don't seem to get that. Enough got to be enough. I'm tired of the bullshit, man. I'm tired of losing homeboys, losing their kids. Now we got them sliding our kids drugs, fentanyl, killing them. 16 and 17 years old, 16 and 17 years old. Come on, man. I don't know about you, but my life didn't start till I was 18 and I was in the penitentiary. But your life started when you 18. What child, biggest dream a child has, man, as they grow up, say, I can't wait to graduate and get out my mom and daddy house. But why we always run back? Why we always run back? Why we always run back, man? Because we miss our parents' love. I miss my mother and father love each and every day. I just know they got it from heaven. Listen to me, man. I remember one time, man, I had my ex-girl told my stepdaughter, said, you ain't got a pot to piss in and window to throw it out of. I'm waiting on them to get ready to go to school. If I can drop them off, I can go to work. And I called my mom and I started laughing. Mom like, what's wrong, baby? I said, Mom, I finally understand what you about daddy used to say. I ain't have a pot to piss in and the window to throw it out of. Because now I got the pot to piss in and the window to throw it out of because I'm the one being the grown up. I'm the one taking care of the bills. I'm being responsible. See, a child depends on the parent to take care of them. The parent don't need to depend on the child to take care of him, but the parent must protect the child. So if you are goddamn giving your neighborhood 100% and you giving your child lesson, it's vice versa. You're not protecting your child. You're putting your neighborhood first. Put that energy in protecting your child. And in order to protect your child, you must protect yourself from falling victim to stupidity or to some negative shit. Haven't you dedicated your life to enough bullshit? It's time to dedicate your life to some real shit, man. I ain't talking about you. I'm just telling you, take a look at a man in the mirror. I'm 62 years old. I'm trying to see another 62, man. If God willing, that's just me. God left me living this long for a reason. And I'm finally figuring it out. I got a purpose, and my purpose is to reach out in the Black community and try to make it better, man. Let's create this movement of peace, man. This is a peaceful movement. We must all create this movement together. Can't no one person do this, man. It takes a community to do this. It takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a village to keep the community intact, man. Let's make it happen, man. Reggie also talked bad about Cherry from Compton, and he's not even here to defend RIP. Check this out, man. Terry Carter was one of my close personal friends, right? Not close like that, but we was tight. We was cool. Cherry done more good for his community than a whole lot of other niggas in this same predicament, in this same situation, having money like him could ever do. It's a lot of niggas can't add up to the things that Cherry Carter has done for their Black community. That nigga that helped send kids to college. He taught motherfuckers how to manage money. So I'm gonna defend TC. Terry was a straight up and down real dude, right? Some people just got self-hate in them, man. And some people say things just to say what the fuck they want to say. You understand what I'm saying? Just to get fans. But I'm not finna bite into that because I don't need my name on that nigga's show, man. I don't want my name coming out that nigga mouth on his platform because his name ain't coming out on my platform. You understand what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about this shit. But Terry Carter was my partner, man. Simple as that. Yeah, he gonna press them buttons, man. You feel me? I'm gonna press them buttons, but I need 5 people to enter this raffle, man. The same 5 from yesterday ain't never entered the raffle. Please enter the raffle today. Throw some questions at me, man. Damn, I will hit that quick. Now I just got 38 people up in this thing, 39 people up in here. Man, Billy, we're gonna need you to support or chill out with all that corny shit. I know that's right, Cleve. You feel me? But support the channel, man. Let's make it do what it do, man. Let's make it do what it do. We're gonna do the Zoom party with my sister, with my nieces and shit, man. Hey, I've been crying all day today, Cynthia. I put on 7 days a week by the moment. That's one of my sister's favorite songs, right? And that shit broke me down. Then I remember one time I got out the pen, man, and my little brother just got out of YA. My sister giving us a barbecue at her spot, right? And she was playing Johnny Control watching Clean Blade, right? And she pulled me to the side. She said, you know why I'm playing Johnny Guitar? I said, why? She said, I know that's what you used to like that motherfucker when you was coming up. That showed me how my little sister paid attention to her brothers, man. She paid attention to her brothers, man. She paid attention to her brothers, man. And no matter what, man, my sister listened to me. Win, lose, or draw, man. She's standing with her brother. I remember one time she seen me arguing with a nigga where she was living at, right? She came downstairs and yelled upstairs. She said, call front of it, right? He come over her, Kirk then walking through the gate and shit. And Kirk said, God damn it, you ain't been home 2 days. I already knew. But he said, Tanya called the hood. We had to be here, man. My homie Bowhead, all of them niggas love my sister, Redbird and them. Redbird brought the only little nigga used to go to my sister's house, man. You feel me? Praying for you, Bam, your whole making her proud. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you. I got tears in my eyes, man. My eyes is watering. If you don't love your sister, man, you better love your sister. When I see the way Marcus and China Dog get at me, Marcus and Cynthia get along, it made me remind me of my sister, man. You know, A sister love her brother. My sister was like my mama, man. That's why I love her three daughters, man. Them little girls is like my sister and they granny. And they talk just as much shit as my mama and they sister, man. Listen to me, man. And my sister wasn't no punk, man. I mean, one time she fired on me. Fired on me. I told the dude he couldn't come over my mama's house. My sister said, don't nobody tell nobody who can come here but my mama and daddy. And me and her got to fight. And when dude was left, we stopped fighting. She did this. She said, don't you never let a man come between us, and I ain't gonna never let a woman come between you. If you mess with somebody I don't like, so be it. I'm always give you game. My sister used to always tell me, don't move in the girl house and put all your clothes there. Leave some clothes in just in case she's telling you to get out. You know what I'm saying? She said, I don't want all your money. So if she put you out, just give your sister $200 a month. I don't care how much the rent gonna be. Just give me $200 a month. I got you, big bro. I used to leave my clothes at my sister's house, man. So my girlfriend used to get mad. When rent came, I said, fuck that. I created an argument because I'd rather give my sister the money than give her the money. But I wish my sister was living to meet my fiance. Bam, these kids need a drill sergeant, a military type training. Had them wake up at 4:30 and get their body and mind right at a young age. In a real way. In a real way, man. You ain't lying. Watch this, man. Exercise does the body good. A lot of people don't get that. I find this out when I wake up sometimes and take walks. If I get off work and take walks, I feel a lot more better, right? We got to learn how to get a kid something to do. Cynthia Nunn got a good program, right? And that program, every Crip and Damu in Compton supposed to be a sitting down door, knocking on that motherfucker saying, what you need and what can I do? I wouldn't care where you from, but if you're out of Compton and you're a gang member, and you call yourself a real one, and you see the real ones that was there before you that have paved the way in order for you to even represent something, you're supposed to be knocking on the door. How can I help you? And what is it that what is it that I can do to make the program better? Each one must teach one, and each one got a role to play. Listen to what I'm telling you, man. Listen to what I'm telling you, man. I'm telling y'all, man, when I went up to Cynthia, me and Melly Mill, I tell everybody this. I said, when I said I'm amongst Damus and Marcus Nunn said, no, you amongst your people. All paranoia left. I already know when nothing gonna happen to me because I'm at Cynthia Nunn's place. But once her brother said I'm amongst my people, all paranoia left. That told me two grown men had become grown men. We're no longer on some gang shit. We're on some grown man shit. We're on some grown man shit. Now it's time for grown men to act like grown men. If you got along with a blood in the penitentiary, if you got along with a Crip in the penitentiary, why it's so hard for you to get along with them on the streets? You got along with each other in jail, you can get along with each other out here. It's easier out here. So if we protect each other, can't nobody come in between us. But as long as we bickering at each other and going at each other, guess what, man? Other people can get inside of us and cause a division. Divide. Come on, man. Divide and conquer, baby. We got to eliminate that whole concept. We got to eliminate that shit. Damu up in here, what it do? Top up the OG been missing. Do the lies. Working, homie. But you always got my support, homie. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I was a drill sergeant for 3 years. The best feeling was seeing the pride in them kids' eyes when they graduated. Say it again, man. Say it again. Say it again, man. This is what we got to learn. Watch this, man. We got to really give back to these kids, man. We owe it to the black kids in our inner cities. Because we the one made the community look fucked up. Not them. We done had these kids and brought these kids into this cruel, cruel world. Let's make it safe for the kids, man. Yep, Bloods and Crips is brothers, period. Say it again, baby. Say it again. Being a Crip and being a Blood is a choice. Being a black man ain't no choice, man. You got to wear this and rock this well. This is 100% every day. This is you. You can't change from being black, but you can denounce being a gang member. I can't tell you I ain't black. I can't wake up to tomorrow and say, man, I don't want to be black, so I'm going to tell you I ain't black. Oh, hell no. But if I'm contributing to the destruction of black folks, shit, I might as well not be black. I'm acting like a Ku Klux Klan. So it's time for us to step to the plate and rock this black shit good. Stand up and be a proud black man. Black pride, black strong, man. What's wrong with being black and proud of yourself? Just in it to rap when I'm speaking facts over feelings. I can relate to that, but today, listen to me, man. I don't want to hear about the propaganda coming out of some other dude's mouth. That watch this. All he want to do is talk about what Crips did. Watch this, man. If I was on my show talking about how I used to dog down moves and they ain't never won, you know I'd be lying, right? But it'd be a hidden agenda why I'd be saying that. And the hidden agenda to be because they were smashing me. See, they were smashing me. So when you hear somebody that ain't never gang bang, they point out a particular clique, collective of who they talk bad on, that's because them Christians did something to them. Did something to him personally, right? If you hear a Crip always talking about he hate Bloods, oh man, fuck them dudes, fuck this, that's because that some Bloods that did something to him personally. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this, man. How is it ain't no black on YouTube said loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Tell them, sis, how is it, man, that Hispanics support dropouts and rats on YouTubes and blacks can't support realness on YouTube? The ones that kick reality. But you get the Hispanics, they support they dropouts, Dubs, American Cholo. And he ain't even a dropout. He just want to be tough. He think he's some intelligent motherfucker. I heard him say something. Somebody said, listen to him. He capping? I thought he was a brother. Everybody try to emulate us. But you got these dudes, they sit up and say, oh, the Northerners and the Southerners is running together. Same question the brother asked me about my opinion about how brothers that board tell them to go to the SY yard, how my opinion of it. Them dudes is pushing that Southern, that Northern La Raza shit to make them dudes look good when they go to the board. Because watch this. Instead of trying to PC up, instead of going to the SY yard like the board is telling them, they'd rather make it look like they creating unity up in here, but they only using each other's collective for one another to get a release date. Now, if they start denying them dudes of that parole, watch how quick that roster shit goes out the window. And not all of them is for it. They ain't gonna tell you that part. All of them is not for it. But see, the cold part is this. Why blacks don't have the common sense to say, hey, let's put our differences to the side and come together too. It ain't because of the sake of them that we come together. We supposed to came together way before they ever came together. They were separated like us. But now it can't work on the streets. How can it work in prison for them, but it don't work on the streets? Because the Hindus is out there shooting each other, gang banging each other. All you had to do is look at YouTube. They go in each other's neighborhood 4, 5 o'clock in the morning when everybody sleep. Talking about where they at. Where they at? Where them niggas at? Calling each other niggas. Then they get mad because we tell them don't use the N-word. Then they justify using the N-word because we use it. So if I jump off the roof, do it make it cool for them to want to jump off the roof? Hell no. Yes, they say that. Tell them again, Sid. Listen to me, man. We got to make this shit make sense. If Bloods and Crips, it's a must we come together, man. If you can get along with each other in the motherfucking penitentiary, I know goddamn well you can get along with one another on the streets. You feel what I'm saying? It's a hurtful motherfucking feeling. You want to do something to another black man. But the police beat your homie, kill your homie. And y'all tell me what Crips and Bloods and went up in a police station and put that motherfucker on fire. Ain't advocating no violence at the police, don't nobody report me. I ain't doing that. That ain't what I'm doing. But you seen any retaliation? How you want to retaliate with a motherfucker your hood don't get along with when you go to the county jail, but you in the cell with all type different races? So why you just want to trip on another brother in there? You might be the only brother in the motherfucking cell. Now here a motherfucker come in there, don't get along with your hood, and you want to fight amongst each other. And yeah, if you was in there first, the ones cheering you on, hoping you win, but they was plotting on your ass to get you anyway. But here somebody came in there to do them a favor, and you bit into that shit. Let's stop doing somebody else favors about hurting each other, and let's start doing ourselves a favor about coming together and loving one another and respecting one another. Learn how to love your brother. Learn how to support your brother. Stop hating your brother. Stop bickering on YouTube like we enemies. Who told you some black man was your enemy? Man, ain't no black man in America my enemy. That's Bam talking. I ain't got no black man for no enemy no more. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have no enemies, man. I love each and everything that's black. Anything look like me, I love it. Anything look like me, I must respect it. Let's stop being disrespectful to each other, man. Say it loud and say you're black and you're proud, man. James Brown didn't come out there for that nothing. Get up on the good foot, baby. Hey, come on, man. Let's make it do what it do, man. Let's make it do what it do, man. Let's make it do what it do. I need 4 more people to enter this raffle, man. 4 more people enter the raffle. 4 more people enter the raffle. Let's make it happen, man. It's towards the inner city youth sit down. Hey, 11 days. Let's make it happen. Yep, pick the day to start working for ourselves. Say it again, Clee. Pick the day to start working for ourselves. We got to learn how to love one another, man. I don't care what nobody say. Take a look at the kids, man. When you go pick up your kids from these schools, look how they get along with everybody in the school get along. Yeah, you might go to some communities and it's some little racial tension shit, but that shit don't come from the body or the neighborhood. That shit come from within the household. It's a must we come together. Say it again, sis. You feel what I'm saying? That shit come from within the household. I better not see you with them little niggers. I better not see you with them little nigger kids. But you ain't hearing no black parents say, I better not see you with that boy. Tell that boy to come on over here and eat this pork chop. Ask that boy, do he want some of this banana pudding? See, that's what we do. We open our arms out to everybody. We allow people to move inside our communities, but we can't go inside of their communities. We don't do that shit. We're the most compassionate race on earth. We're the most compassionate race on earth. Everybody emulating us. They're trying to be us. We're not trying to be them. So let's teach them to be the best black they can be by learning how to love each other. All right, they want to call us racist when we say we black and we proud, we come together. Let's be a racist then. If being a racist that means you love yourself and you love your brother and your sister, I'm willing to be a racist. I'm the first nigga in line to be that racist because I love being black. I love everything about being black, man. The black woman is the phenomenal woman to me. Now, I don't know about nobody else, but to me, the black woman is the phenomenal woman. Come on, man. Love your family. You hear me, Clay? Love your family, man. Love your family, man. Let's make this thing do what it do. Hey. Your boys on fire, man. Slobbing this thing up, man. Come on, man. You right, as people, we are the most compassionate people on earth. I'm telling you what, people don't see that. When the AIDS first came out, man, look at Google any old clippings of AIDS first came out. You see how many black nurses was in there taking care of them AIDS patients. You had them whites and I'm saying, I want to go in there with them AIDS patients now. I don't know how they catching that shit. Same with 3 strikes. They were striking out black folks and Mexicans. As soon as them white boys were getting them 3 strikes, oh, let's do away with 3 strikes. My son never had no violent crime. My son never did this. My son never did this. I've yet to see any black child go to anybody elementary school with a cache of weapons from their parents' home and shoot up the school. But I always see that shit in the white community. So why the white communities ain't got bulletproof detectors in their school? Why we got to have all the security guards at our school, but they ain't got them at their school? Come on, man, let's make it make sense. Let's make it make sense. Power to the people. Say it again. Willie, say it again. Power to the people, man. It's reasons why we call ourselves neighbors. It's not just a word. Hey, Cleet, you ain't lying. You ain't lying, man. Love our neighbor like you love yourself. And I don't know about y'all, but when we used to go on family vacation, my mom used to leave the neighbor the key to water her plants, get the mail. I don't know about y'all, but that's what my mom and her neighbors used to do. My neighbors, I couldn't do nothing wrong. My neighbors had the authority to whip my ass. My mama gave them power to whip their kids' ass. You understand what I'm saying? Words having meanings is our thing. Love yourself. Say it again, Cleet. You feel me? We got to really learn how to love each other. We got to start bringing birth to the new definition of what being black is. And the new definition of being black is, before we accept anybody else, we must learn how to accept each other. You understand what I'm saying? Stop accepting somebody else if you don't know how to accept your real brother and your real sister. We got to learn how to embrace one another. Don't embrace somebody else. It's a goddamn shame you turn your nose up when you see me. As soon as the other motherfucker walk by, you don't look like me. Hey, hi, howdy doody, yeah, howdy, and all that old shit. Fuck that. I want that same greeting. Yeah, be happy when you see. I experienced that, man. I didn't see sisters. I didn't walk by sisters. Hey, sister, how you looking? Turn her nose down up at me, right? But here, a motherfucker that don't look like me, she goo goo gaga and all that old type of shit. But it don't discourage me from talking to another sister or another brother. I still extend that salutation to anything black. Hey, how you doing? I done told some brothers, man, nigga, goddamn, did I do something to you, nigga? You know me from the past or something? No, why you ask me that? Nigga, I just spoke to you, nigga, and you roll your eyes at me like you're a woman. Don't roll your eyes at me, nigga. I'm trying to be a humble black man. I'm trying to speak to you. If I extend my salutations, extend yours back to me. That's all I want. My homies' mothers or fathers never with me, but they gave me some cold looks. Say it again, man. Say it again. Say it, listen to me, man. And watch this. See, this is what people don't get either, man. A lot of these gang members that was really, really with the business, we came from strict-ass parents' homes. We couldn't do that shit at the house that we did in the neighborhood or outside the neighborhood. That's what people don't get either. I came from a strict parent home, man. But I couldn't walk to my mama's front door and walk in that house, nigga, with no blue rag in my pocket. I couldn't walk out the house with a blue rag in my pocket. Listen to me, man. And could nan one of my friends ring my mama doorbell, nigga, and had their pants hanging off their ass, talking about, hey, is cuz here? My mom and daddy said, nigga, cuz don't live here, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Listen to me. You got to start respecting where you come from. Why you think don't nobody else respect our community? Because we don't respect it. Why you think nobody respect us? Because we don't respect each other. We got to turn that shit around, man. We got to show these people that we love one another and we demand that they respect us and respect our community. But we got to demand the respect in our own community amongst our motherfucking self. Enough is enough. It's time to take over the community, baby. Simple as that, man. I don't care what nobody say, man. It's time to take over the community, man. We need to know. We need to throw Louis Farrakhan a lifeline achievement party across the whole United States. Brother, I like Farrakhan. I like the things that he say. But it's a lot of Farrakhans in the community that you ain't even heard speak yet. You ain't even heard speak yet. We got some in-house role models, man. I ain't gonna call them role models. We got some in-house black advocates that don't get the support like Farrakhan might get. Shit, I'm one of them. Simply now, I'm one of them. But if we had half of the support that these other people get, just imagine what the accomplishment we can do in the community. FG, Gangster, Kev Mack, Melly Bell. Just imagine. Now you dudes be on these got these goddamn platforms and y'all want to show gang violence and the hoods going at each other. Stop doing that shit because you're instigating some potential threatening situations in the community. You putting kids at risk when you put that negative shit on your platform, showing gang members going at each other. That shit is not cool. It's not cool. How you like it when you see them old pictures and white folks showing them dogs chewing on us back in the day? During the civil rights movements. Do you like seeing that shit? Every time I see that shit, I want to go reach out with my hand and grab a police and choke his motherfucking ass. I want to shoot a police dog. So do you think it's cool to show some gang members going against each other on your goddamn platform? You think that shit cool? You think that shit make people just happy? That create new violence. And guess who become a victim of the new violence? The kids. He encountered some to most gangster gang members are terrified of their mothers and fathers. Say it again, what? Say it again. You feel me? I got a homie named Michael Baker, man. That nigga tell you, man. When my little brother Inch was coming up, that nigga used to say, man, he lived at the dead end. He said, nigga, I see Inch cross that grass, nigga. Before he get to y'all, that nigga Inch pull his pants up and everything. What the fuck right? Nigga, we ain't play that. We ain't playing. My mom and daddy didn't play that. Listen to me, man. My grandma lived in Broadway hood. Man, I couldn't roll over that nigga with my khakis hanging off my ass, nigga. blue rag in my pocket. My grandmama didn't play that shit. She ain't play that shit. And there was so many Father's Broadways at my grandmama's funeral, man. You'd have thought I was from Broadway with so many Broadways at my grandmama's funeral. Listen to me, man. We didn't play that shit. We didn't play that shit. Our parents, man, the lifestyle they might have had for us, we might have turned into a nightmare. The lifestyle my mother and father had dreams of for me, man, I turned into a nightmare. Today, I can honestly say they looking down at me from heaven and say, that little motherfucker finally doing what he's supposed to be, learned how to do. I'm trying to make a difference in my life as well as other people's lives, man. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm a proud black man, man. I'm a proud black man. I no longer work for the Ku Klux Klans. I'm a non-active gang member, baby. I'm a pro-black man. I dedicated myself to pro-blackness. I'm a freedom fighter for my people. I want my people to be better than we ever been. Whatever we plant, that's what we're going to grow. Say it again, homie. Say it again. Whatever we plant, that's what we're going to grow, man. I need 4 more people to hit this raffle. I've been in here an hour and 20 minutes. Y'all ain't going to keep me in here long, so I want to talk about my boy. I got to do the Zoom party with my nieces and them with their mamas tonight. They trying to show pictures. They talking about we going to be dancing on Zoom, so I got to do something. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you're banging, if you're banging, you basically denouncing your race. Say it again, story time. I'm sure your parents are saying that boy, that baby finally woke up. Say it again. Whoop. I know. Watch this, man. I'm telling y'all, when I caught my murders, I caught a double murder, right? When I caught my murder, my grandmother told me this over the phone, man. She said, baby, I was afraid of you. I started crying when my grandmama said that to me over the phone. I said, what you say, my dear? She said, I ain't talking about you personally. She said, but I was afraid of the lifestyle you was living. Because I didn't care about going to when I got to a certain age, man, my 20s, going to my parents in them house, my grandmama in them house, and letting them know I had a gun all in my back. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be the hard nigga, but I was being a disrespectful nigga. Wasn't being hard, I was being disrespectful. You understand? I'm telling my cousin, them, nigga, but you ain't giving me nothing, nigga, I'll rob you, nigga. That shit wasn't cool. That shit wasn't cool. Because when I got caught on my murders, guess who I needed? The people that did never turn on me. My family. My real homies. That's why I love my homies so much. I obtained some true found friends on YouTube that I can talk to, put smiles on my face. If I need them, I know they're there. It's time for the black man to get a black conscience. It's time for the black man to understand that if he's a parent, that's the gang he now represent and willing to die for. You get a whole lot of satisfaction at representing your child, and you would represent your hood. Because 9 out of 10, your hood might take your life from your kids. Hey, I'm just keeping it 100. I'm just keeping it 100. I ain't throwing no lugs. I ain't throwing no shade. I'm just keeping it 100. Please don't pull up on me for telling you the truth. What made you change your mind? The loss of my mama, brother. The loss of my mama and numerous other factions. I played a role in some of all the misgivings in my neighborhood. I played a major role in that bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? I play a role in a whole lot of negative shit. I got tired of being one of the top 5 members of the negative shit. I want to be one of the top 5 members of the positive shit. I just got tired of being in prison. I wanted to come home and live a positive and productive life. And so far, so good. Because this the longest I ever been on the streets. This the happiest I've been in my life is now. I'm happy, man. I'm really, really happy. On everything I love, I'm happy. These ain't no fake ass smile. These ain't some dimples I just put inside of my face, man. I'm happy. I'm really, really happy. When I start crying, it's because I'm happy. Because there was times in my life, man, I ain't want to cry. I refuse to cry. Now I cry because I'm happy. I don't cry because I'm sad, man. We all love our hood, but at least be honest. How many homies got killed by people from their own hood? Hey! See, they run from that. That's the truth they run from, boy. That's the truth they run from. That's the truth they run from. People better start waking up. Wake up, man. Hey. When you're a gang member, first law of nature, self-preservation. Hey, you don't know how to love yourself. Somebody will definitely show you not how to love yourself. If you ain't seen a family member, boy, that shit'll come see you when you're going to the cemetery. Then life means something, and it's easier to realize. Shit, it's real. I ain't say it again, Cleet. Come on, man. I need 4 more people to enter this raffle. I'm going to tap out in 6 minutes. I'm going to give y'all an hour and a half. I got things to do today. Please, 4 people enter this raffle. Just 4 people enter the raffle. Ben Merlot, where you been, baby? Where you been? Yeah, I want to holler at my boy Willie, man. I want to holler at my boy Willie. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I put the picture up there. That was when I first came home, man. I doing that almost 9 years in the pen with my little sister with that Deion Sanders jersey on, man. They was calling me throwback then. I was wearing throwback jerseys like a motherfucker. That was me and my little sister and her oldest daughter in Nutty Block. Yeah. And one of my little cousins, my big cousin, Big Ollie grandson birthday party. 2 days before my birthday, matter of fact. Shit. Yep. Come on, man. I need 4 people enter the raffle. Please enter the raffle. Let's close this live out on a good note. It'll be greatly, greatly appreciated, y'all. If those you got some last minute questions, throw them at your boy, man. Throw them at your boy. I might go live again later on after I do this little Zoom thing with my nieces now, man. Come on, let's make it happen, Captain. Throw something at your boy, man. Throw something at your boy. Throw me some questions. Throw me some questions, y'all. Throw me some questions. Throw me some questions, man. Throw some questions at your boy. Throw some questions at your boy. Let's make it do what it do, man. We got 44 people up in here. 44 people up in here, man. Ooh, look at here. What it do, man? What it do? Come on, man. Y'all throw some questions at me, man. Don't leave it up to me now to do it. Y'all got to help me do it. Throw some questions at me. Throw some questions at me, man. Throw some questions at your partner, man. Yeah, throw some questions at your partner, man. I ate some barbecue last night, man. And watch this, man. I had an auntie come through there with one of her friends, right? You ever ate some Chinese food? Wolf, she had some Chinese food in a bowl, right? She told me, she said, try this. And it was crab. But you eat the whole goddamn, not a big one. Eat the whole, you ever ate some Chinese food like that? And man, that shit was good in the motherfucker, man. That shit was good as fuck, man. That shit was good, man. Shit was good. But come on, man. I got to call my boy Willie. I got to make a phone call for Red Eye Rick. I missed the other night. You was on my boy Hoover Line. Yeah, Hoover Line, my homeboy, man. I got love for Hoover Line. It's 5-star general, man. I got love for, watch this, man. Some one of them niggas, it ain't about where you're from, it's about where you're going, right? It ain't about what you know sometimes, about who you know, right? Hoover Line is a stumps down soldier. I got a lot of love for that brother. You said on Kev Mack last night that really heard Rage. Yeah, Willie Heard, my big homeboy. That's just how I said on Kev Mack. Willie Heard, my big homeboy. His brother, him and Felton raised me. I went to school with that little brother Worm, Stanley Williams. You feel what I'm saying? Shit. Frontis and Carver went to school together. We ran together, man. Willie Heard raised me, man. Yeah, Willie Heard raised me, man. That's my big homeboy, shit. But Hoover Line, my homeboy, man. Hoover Line was showing the motherfucking cost 75 to life in the penitentiary, man. Hoover Line deserved to be on the streets, man. He had to show a motherfucker that soldier up in him. You know, I hope my boy ever come home, though. First cat I personally seen niggas scared of on the yard. Hey, say, hey, watch this, man. I mean, we was at Citadella, right? I had just got there, right? They out there drinking wine. So Hoover Line passed me the tumbler, right? I'm gonna pour something in my motherfucking cup because I'm like that nigga Method Man. I don't smoke and drink behind everybody, nigga. I don't do lips, right? So I got my own cup. And this nigga from Hoover looked at me crazy as a motherfucker when the Line handed me that jug, right? Line gave that nigga a look, man. When I pulled filled my tumbler up and tried to hand that nigga that jug, that nigga said, go and drink some more, drink some out of there, OG, and fill that motherfucker up again. That look itself, man, that nigga want me to have a whole jug. Lon let that nigga know, nigga, if I bring a nigga to the huddle, nigga, he must be all right. A lot of niggas afraid of Hoover Line, man. A lot of niggas. A lot of niggas. A lot of niggas was afraid of Hoover Line, man. That was a solid cat. Bam, you are one homie, and I mean that shit. The one who we gonna listen to. Thank you, Ronald Green. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you. I want y'all to listen good enough to get 4 people to donate to the raffle, man, because it's towards the inner city sit down Saturday, man, in 2 weeks. You feel what I'm saying? So go on and donate. I need 4 more people to donate, brother. Oh, excuse me. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got a little shelf dog. My little niece bought me a little fireball just now. I'm gonna drink that, man. This weather is off the fucking change. I really thought it wasn't gonna rain today, you know. But hey, man, it is what it is. This was a hell of a live, man. I've been in here an hour and a half, man. They go to Cash App up there. I need 4 people to donate to the raffle, man. It's a t-shirt, you know what type of t-shirt it is. So contribute to the raffle is for the kids. Support the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated. With that said, your boy gonna tap it out. I got some calls to make. I got things to do. Shouts out again. Tanya, happy birthday, little sis. Shouts out to my sister Cynthia Nunn for giving me some motivation today. Shouts out to Blade and Click and everybody else. I was with him in 99 in Salinas Valley in the hole. He had the boy X-Ready going through the first and second and third draw back to back. They shooting packs with all the homies. Line solid. Hey, listen to me. Hey. X-Ready thought the motherfucker was gonna protect you. No, you got to learn how to protect yourself before you get some support, brother. Hey. My homie died in 89 in Salinas Valley, Big Hair Ron. Hey, Hoover Line and my homie Bebo was real tight. You understand what I'm saying? So I salute to everybody that was in here. All the frontliners and everybody else that tapped in, support the channel. 4 people hit the Cash App for support the raffle. It's for the kids. It would be greatly appreciated. With that said, if ain't nobody told you they love you today, OG Bamm, love you. Hey, check this out, man. Let the theme song for 2023 be love your family, take care of your family. Black men, black women, stand up, take a look in the mirror. Be proud of yourself that you're black. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Peace.